then why are we sailing right now?
Well, we didn't plan to move our boat today. We were on our way back with our friend Kevin after spending about a week at his house, nice air conditioning, Wi-Fi, all that jazz. And we got back to the parking lot, and Kiko was like, "Why are those fishermen so close to our boat?" And Kevin and I were like, "Well, you know, I don't know, maybe they're fishing, you know, like doing their thing, whatever." And then they came to the front of the boat. Kiko was like, "Did they just grab our anchor chain?" We're like, "Nah, maybe the net's caught, like maybe they're just trying to see something or hold their boat while maybe their motor's broken." Nope, they pulled up our entire anchor chain, they pulled up our ROCNA, and they started towing our boat out to sea. And so Kevin and I jumped in the dinghy as fast as we could and rowed out to meet them. Luckily, they couldn't tow our boat very fast. And as we got closer, they realized it was our boat, and so they dropped the anchor back in. They came by us and they were just like, "It was in our way." And they just kept on going. We got really pissed off at them. So it turns out these fishermen decided the bay was theirs, and we were in their way of their nets, and they were ready to drag the bay to suck all the fish out of it. And they thought it was completely acceptable to pick up our boat and just move it another couple 100 yards out to sea. Luckily we have a ROCNA. Luckily the anchor caught. And yeah, we were really pissed.
It's one thing to wait for the owner to come here and explain, "Hey, you guys need to move because we are fishing." That's
Totally
something.
true.
But to move the boat without the owner even there or without the owner's permission, that's a problem, and that's what we were really frustrated about. We got lucky too that we got there like
Right when we
while
did.
they were doing it, because
Yeah, otherwise we would have thought maybe our anchor dragged 300 yards out to sea or something.
yeah.
And there was cruisers sitting on a boat anchored right beside us. They were just watching it like it was the afternoon entertainment. They're like, "Oh, some local fishermen wandering off to sea with a fellow cruising boat." If I saw some local fishermen that obviously had no business being near someone's cruising boat, and they were like messing with their anchor, started doing something with it, I'd row over and sit on that person's boat until the owner came back. There's no way that that is acceptable in anyone's mind. So we are sailing about 7 miles or so south to Grand Anse, where we rafted up with Sailing Mischief a few days ago, and we're gonna spend another couple of days there. But it's kind of sad because that bay is a really great spot to anchor. There's food, there's good Wi-Fi, there's nice beach restaurants, there's water, it's a really good like ice cream and crepe place we were really excited to check out. And instead now we're leaving with kind of a bitter taste in our mouths. So it's kind of unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. And we're doing 7 knots, so
Yeah.
we don't even bother putting the main up because this is fantastic. No more beating into the wind. We're beam reaching and downwind from here on out. Yeah, we got
Really
boats
fun.
on the left. We got boats on the right.
And
We got boats beside us. We got boats behind us.
And we're sailing.
There's little gusts and puffs of wind, and we're sailing in like champs. How's the sailing?
Fast. In less than an hour we were here. It was so fast.
Well, this morning we are getting ready to sail to St Lucia, but we're not taking our boat.
We're going on this boat.
How you like being on a catamaran?
This is fun. Our friends Kevin and Thais are thinking of getting their own boat. So to get the feel of the catamaran, they got a charter for the weekend and they invited us over for the ride. So here we are. We're sailing to St Lucia on a catamaran. It's a 40-foot Naughty-Tech, but this is what I like about it.
There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have kidnaps. Kidnaps.
Kidnap air ball.
All right, let's do it.
Where are you?
high five. Everyone on YouTube saw it.
So, Kika for Radio Carrot, for your first crossing out in St Lucia.
It's very distracting.
I know, right? Okay, thank you very much. We'll get back to you soon.
Peace.
Thais, welcome on board the Be Happy.
Be
Logitech
happy.
40. Do you have some couple of words to tell us? All right, thank you. So we'll get back to you guys very soon. Over and out from the Carrot Radio.
And
Hallelujah.
that wasn't too bad of a night sale, was it?
That was pretty good.
It was
pretty
sweet,
quick.
but it was too long.
This guy's
for the
hungry.
chicken. The chicken just got farther and farther as
Well,
we
there's
were
a-
going.
There's a huge difference between your guys' height. There you
super
go.
hungry?
That's Kevin to Kika.
So
This is how I see everyone.
yeah, we're trying.
Kika, how was your first night sail on a catamaran? How's your first sail on a catamaran?
Comfortable.
Super
It's very,
comfortable.
It's very different.
Super comfy.
Especially the net. The net is amazing. So this is the chicken that we want to eat. And this is the barbecue. The problem is, what is the problem, Dan?
We don't have any way of actually lighting the barbecue. The propane stove igniters don't work. And the barbecue, we don't have a lighter, we don't have matches, we don't have a 9-volt battery and tinfoil.
I think we should take the dinghy over to our neighbors.
Yeah, that's probably the same.
You know, just like people go for a cup of sugar, you
that's
ask
probably
for
the-
a lighter.
box.
So off they went on a new mission.
We have success! Our neighbors gave us a box of matches. They're super nice. Look, it's like full and everything. They,
We feel like prehistory people. We're so happy because we got fire.
right? Look what I have created! I found fire at the neighbor's boat. So the problem we're having is that the grill's rusted through, so it's got like a huge torch coming out of one side of it.
The
So
chicken,
we've come up with a solution that might just work. Cut can of beans. Who knew we'd have to like DIY a friggin' $500,000 boat, but whatever. Hiya!
yeah.
Oh yeah! That's how we do.
And as you can see, I'm cooking the chicken with the needle nose pliers.
So this is our 150 euro toolkit according to the little sheet that we signed to say that all of our tools were here. And we never in a million years thought we'd actually have to use it on a charter boat, but
We already used it
We're
3
using it.
times. Actually.
yeah.
And Kevin has been using this little guy to turn the chicken
Yeah,
around.
which means that now it's not gonna rust anymore. So that was a really good treatment with
Yeah.
natural grease.
So yeah, this thing, there's no way this is actually worth 150 euros, but if we lose it, we have to pay 150 euro. This thing you could buy in the States for like 30 bucks at Home Depot.
It's expensive because it's a Mac.
It ended up being a very relaxing night, and if you know me, you know that I would never pass an opportunity of Moana karaoke.
And the night just always inside me. When you were running, yeah, hi, this guy. You're welcome.
Channel entrance.
And thank you. Good morning, everyone. I think we had a pretty good night last night. It's pretty cool that the cabins here are well ventilated. There's open hatches everywhere, so that's nice. The bed is really large. But this morning we're going to go to shore and check in into St Lucia, and then we're probably gonna sail a bit more along the coast and spend the day at the beach. So it should be fun.
units they produce a year, but probably like 200 to 300 units per
Good
month.
morning.
Morning.
Got Tia brewing. We've got chocolate croissants. Kevin made fruit salad. We're good to go.
Fruit salad!
4 different nationalities, 4 different passports on one boat.
What happens?
Well, we are leaving St Lucia because I am not allowed to be in this country. They denied me entry. We did some research and our research was misleading, I guess. And apparently,
we called the St. Lucia embassy and they said we didn't need one.
yeah.
Confirmed by phone, St. Lucia. Visa on arrival.
That's what it takes to have a Haitian passport. You don't know, like even if you do make your research and they tell you you need one or they tell you don't need one, you never know what you get. I think this is the shortest time I've ever spent in a country. We're not upset about it because we're still sailing. What are you guys doing?
Well, we cannot see the brightness of, because last night we dimmed it to the maximum, and this morning we're trying to to see so we can get the backlighting on the instruments.
So they have a towel.
There you go. There we go.
It's really annoying. Like this stuff is so smart. It really should go into night mode automatically, and it should, like when you turn your nav lights on or something, it should go to night mode.
Another day at the office.
Not a bad office. Check this out. What? So can you guys believe that is just 2 mangoes? It's like the size of my head. 2 mangoes in that tiny bowl.
Yeah. By the way guys, if you haven't been on a catamaran before or don't know much about catamarans, the difference between the catamarans and the monohull in terms of capsizing is that the monohull, unless you lose your keel, it will flip back. But the catamaran, if it flips, it stays upside down. Which is why there's something really cool in the catamarans called escape hatches. And check this out. So if the catamaran flips, you can escape through those. And the view through it is really cool.
I could definitely see a catamaran like when I'm 60, you know, with like electric winches and a water maker and AC. I mean, it's like a house. This thing's huge. So much space. It's technically sailing, but it's not like sailing. You're not like adjusting and trimming and like you can't feel the wind. Not this catamaran. This catamaran's slow as dirt. It's like sailing a tractor.
Yeah, I kind of agree. As much as I appreciate the fact that there's plenty of space on a catamaran. Like this is bigger than some New York apartments. It's crazy. On Uma, it feels like we're more active, and while we're young, we like that.
I think that, especially this cat, I'm kind of disappointed with its build quality. None of the details or much of anything. Everything's kind of glued together and slapped together. The veneer's crap and falling apart. Like they didn't build it very well at all. I think I would call catamarans comfortable. So if you want comfort, I would definitely say a catamaran's probably for you. But we're too young to enjoy comfort. We like taking the hard way.
We need to like beat ourselves up a little bit more before we get to
We
rest.
feel like we're actually doing something. We don't feel like we're doing anything on this boat. Like you push a button and it goes forward and that's it.
We sailed to a beautiful bay on the windward side of Martinique and decided to spend some time enjoying the super clear water, warm sun, and of course the trampoline.
I've been through changes all of my life. Started from zero with nothing behind. Feels so right. This feels so right. This world gets easier with reason and rhyme, and it feels so
The next morning, we cast off and sailed back to Marine.
Then there was
A little big for you, huh?
I'm a little short, so.
You look like you're driving a bus. Your arm up out the window.
For our last night before returning the cat, we anchored in the busy mangroves of Marine, filled with some weird boats and illuminated by a wonderful sunset. So thank you for watching this step, and let us know what you think about catamarans in the comments below. And come back next week when we get front row seats to the most popular event of Martinique and sail off to the Grenadines. Until then, cheers!
No texting and driving, Kevin.
Can you actually take a quick picture for me so I send it to my mommy?